Hello and welcome. Today I am going to make a very popular Indian snack recipe, and that's Pani Puri, or as we Odias call it, Gupchup. You can serve it as a snack or as an appetizer, or if you are a female, especially Indian female, then this is your meal. There are various names of this particular snack throughout India. Some people call it puchka, some call it gupchup, as we call it in Odisha, and some call it pani puri. You can name this snack anything, but one thing is very common in every name, and that's deliciousness. Let's get started. Before making the spiced water, I'm going to dry roast some seeds and some spices which I'll be using in the spiced water as well as in the filling. For that, I have heated here a pan. Pan is hot. I'm adding the cumin seeds, coriander seeds, some dried whole red chilies, and some peppercorns, and I'm going to dry roast all these seeds along with the chili till it gets a little fragrant, and then I'll be making a powder of all these 4 ingredients and I'll be using it for the recipe. About the quantity of all these seeds, this is absolutely to your taste. I don't like it very spicy, so I haven't added a lot of chilies to it, neither a lot of peppercorns, but this is completely up to your taste. If you want it very spicy or very hot, then you can increase the amount of chilies and peppercorns, but I don't want it very spicy. And sometimes even I make it in a big batch and store this powder, because you can pretty much use this spice powder in whatever recipe you want to, because this is really tasty. And dry roasting these seeds really brings out the flavor in them. It makes the spice powder much flavorful. So I always ensure that I'm dry roasting the seeds before I put it into most of the dishes, and especially in this one. I can now smell this nice aroma of these spices or the seeds. So these are done. The next thing is to grind it to a powder. So I'm going to switch off the heat and take it out. After making the spice powder, the first step is to make the spice water. For the pani, I have here the spice mixture or the spice powder that I made by dry roasting all those seeds along with the dry red chilies. So this is that powder, and then I have here some tamarind pulp that I have mixed in with some water, and then I have some regular salt or table salt, and then I have here some chaat masala, and this is some rock salt or black salt. This is amchur powder. And apart from these ingredients, I have here a chutney that I made of fresh coriander leaves, fresh mint leaves, some green chilies, and some ginger. I took all the 4 ingredients and then I ground that to a fine paste. This paste I'll be using for the pani and then again for the potato mixture. I have taken here 1 cup of water because I'm going to make it in a very small quantity. To this I'm adding the tamarind pulp that I mixed in with some water. Now goes the chutney that I made of mint leaves, coriander leaves, and ginger and green chilies. So this is the chutney. Now goes the black salt, chaat masala, amchur powder, and then the coriander, cumin, red chili, and the black peppercorn powder. You always add all the ingredients according to your taste. And finally some salt. I'm going to give all these ingredients a good mix. And then I'll just check whether all the ingredients are in right quantities, and accordingly I'm going to balance it out. If you want to add a little sugar to it, you can always add it, but I don't like it with the sugar, so I'm not adding any sugar, but that's again up to your taste. So this is ready now. The next thing is to make the potato mixture. I have here some mashed potato. This is about 3 cups of potato I have taken. Again, this is up to your taste. If you want to add more filling to your puris, then you can always make more of the mashed potato mixture. And apart from this mashed potato, if you want, you can add some boiled yellow peas or cooked yellow peas or cooked kala chana, but I like it with only potatoes, so I'm not adding any chana or any peas to it. And now to the mashed up potatoes, I'm adding some chopped onions, some chopped up green chilies, some black salt or rock salt, some amchur powder. Always ensure that you add all these ingredients according to your taste. Then the cumin, coriander and the red chili, the dry spice powder that I made, the dry roasted seed powder, then some salt to your taste, chaat masala, and finally the mint, green chili, ginger and coriander chutney. And give all these ingredients a good mix. So finally I have the potato filling ready. You need to make it according to your choice. This is the way we eat at home, so I have made it in my way, but always make it the way you prefer it. And as I have told you, by the time the spice water and filling is ready, my homemade puris are all gone. So this time also my homemade puris are gone, so I'm using here some store bought pani puris. To serve the pani puri, I'm going to make a hole in this puri. Now take the potato mixture and put it inside the puri. This is up to your taste. If you want a lot of potato mixture inside, then you can obviously add more or less according to your preference. I like it with lots of potato mixture, that's why I'm adding quite a lot. And then if you want a little more crunch, you can add some fried up bundi or any save of your choice, but I like it this way without the bundi and save, so I'm not going to add any. The pani puris are ready. The final thing is to add the spice water, spice tamarind water into all the puris, and that's it. I'm going to serve it now. And that's it. Pani puri is ready now. Finally, pani puri gupchup or puchka is ready. This is so very delicious. The water, the spicy water is absolutely divine. I know a lot of people, they just drink this spice water, they are so fond of it. And then you have the crunchy, crispy shells. That's what is the star of this snack. When you put it in your mouth, immediately you'll get the crunch from the shell, and then you have the flavored water that gives you a punch, and then the very delicious potato filling. So all three together, it's like a mini blast in your mouth, and the aftertaste is just awesome. Do try this very spicy, very delicious pani puri recipe and share your comments and your suggestions. And if you like this video, hit subscribe, like and share. We will meet next time. Till then, bye-bye.